Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the one and only Kharlie Brown. And once again, it's time to go around the town with Kharlie Brown. I have a review for you, and the review I have for you... Hey, I'm down here. Hey, okay, so the review I have for you is the Expendables... Can you... Okay, hold on, let me see if I can... Kevin! You didn't set the camera up right. Just 1 second, please. Let me just... Okay, is this better? Is it good for y'all? No, it's not. Let me just... Hey, how you doing? You good? You good? You okay? You okay? All right, there you are. I see you out there. Looking good. You lost weight? You lost weight? I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, hey, go ahead and do it, girlfriend. Anyway, I saw the movie The Expendables 4. Spoiler alert. I'm just gonna say it. Spoiler alert, because I got some stuff to talk about. I have a list of things to say. I didn't write it down. I didn't write it down at all, but I went to the movies to see it. Thank God that September was my birthday and I got free tickets. You know, I got all this money so I can go and do what I enjoy doing, and that's going to the theater to see movies. So I went to my local movie theater, and the theater I went to was Cinemark. You guys, if you guys been to Michigan, you've been there. The workers there, man, you feet. The food there, nice. I had me a nice like Pizza Hut pizza, like a small one, like a personal one. You know, it had pepperoni on it, and it was cut into 4 little slices. I had me a Slurpee, and I mixed all the flavors together. Yeah, I had the Coke flavor. I had the raspberry, the blue raspberry flavor. I had the strawberry flavor. I'm sorry, cherry flavor, and I mixed it up. It was nice. I went in there. There wasn't that many people in the actual theater to see the movie. I should have known that was kind of like a dead giveaway, but whatever, whatevs. So I went and sat down. I said, I'm going to go and watch this movie right here, The Expendables, and I'm going to enjoy this because it's just going to be a bunch of stuff being blown up, you know. That's it. That's all I really need is to get a bunch of stuff blown up. But God. All right, let me just do this, okay? Do I recommend people seeing this movie in the theater? Hell no. Do I recommend people even watch this movie? That's up to you. You're an adult. You can do what you want to do. You're an individual. God gave you free will. But I'm not bending your arm behind your back to do it. I'm not even patting myself on the back for watching it. Stop. I'm not doing it. I'm not. No. But I sat through it, though. I sat through this movie. Okay. First of all, Megan Fox is in the movie. Now, Megan Fox had a movie called like Till Death, and I thought that was a really good movie, and I think that she was actually able to act in the movie, and the story pulled you into it, and you went along for the roller coaster ride, and I strapped myself in, and I said, hey, let's go. However, there's been other movies that she's been in since then, and I'm just like, okay. Now she pops up in this movie, and the first time they show her face in the movie, she has makeup caked on her face. Like, they just took it and just plastered it on her face. Her face looks like plaster. And then with, like, red lipstick. I'm like, okay, all right. Then you see the trailer, right? And in the trailer for the movie, she's dating Jason Statham. And then the mere fact that Jason Statham has been around to the point that you're like, oh, Megan Fox and Jason Statham are closer in age and they're dating in this movie. But there's no problem with that. How long has Megan Fox been around that is like a thing? Anyway, so her character is just in the movie. That's it. She's just in the movie. Along with all the other characters. Dolph Lundgren, he's just in the movie. 50 Cent, he gets some lines, I guess, but I guess he's supposed to be like a really wise, like a mercenary, where he says stuff and people's like, I'm gonna listen to him talk. And now basically 50 Cent is there to replace Terry Crews, who's not in the movie. That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, Wesley Snipes not in it either. Wesley Snipes was in the last movie, but he's not in this one, which I'm like, whatevs. Okay, the one thing about The Expendables, it's a couple things about The Expendables that I enjoy, okay? First of all, you bringing back action heroes that I want to see, okay? A lot of these action heroes I grew up on, 80s and 90s action heroes, and they're doing a great job. Jason Statham is not a 90s hero at all. He's like an early 2000s hero. So it's like, okay. With that being said, I want to see things blow up. I want to see ridiculous violence on the screen. You get that. You get ridiculous violence. You get things blowing up, okay? But never in my life did I think I wasn't going to get that third thing that I wanted to see, which was these dudes doing something. These people who used to wow me on the screen, doing something on the screen. They're blowing stuff up and they're doing ridiculous violence. That's what I want to see with the movie. And I see that, but only with one person. This movie should not have been called The Expendables. It should have been called Jason Statham Rise Again. No. His character name is Christmas. It should have been called Merry Christmas. That's what they should have called it. Because he does everything. He's a one-man army. He does everything. Everything. Spoiler alert, the Expendables get caught, right? They get caught. After they get caught, he has to then, by the way, he gets kicked out of the Expendables, right? And he has to come in and save them, but he's on a revenge mission. So he's on a totally separate mission. Okay, he's not here to save them. He's on a revenge mission, but they kicked him out after he had intercourse, sexual relations, that is, with Megan Fox's character, who's now in charge of the Expendables. Oh, my neck hurt just saying that. Now that she's in charge, she's the leader of the Expendables, right? So his character comes in, sleeps with her, and then it's like, hey, do me a favor, get some revenge for me, and gives her a knife. And I'm like, oh, he gave her a gift. No, it's a tracking device in that knife. There's a tracking device in that knife, yep. Then the next day, he gets up, like a few minutes later, he looks at it and goes, oh, yep, I know exactly where she's going. Yeah, because clearly, it's a tracking device in that damn knife. Then you fast forward, and then when they come together, and they're like, oh, yeah, how'd you even get here? And she's like, yeah, he gave me a knife, and it was a tracking device in the knife, and I knew all along it was part of the plan. So a part of your plan was to get captured. What? Huh? Shut up. No, it wasn't. Stupid. So then, you got Dolph Lundgren in it, right? But he's like, I guess they have this running joke where he's wearing glasses and stuff. And then, you remember, in the first movie, he was like an alcoholic. Like, he was a drunk. And then he like went through like rehab and stuff like that. And his character in the first movie was basically a bad guy because he needed money and stuff like that to buy his booze. Okay, so it's like, all right, cool. So he has a story arc. So now his arc gets to this point. Okay, again, spoiler alert, when you get to this point, I don't want you guys to see the movie, as you can clearly tell. When you get to this point, you find out that he's wearing these glasses because his eyes are bad because he's old. And that's the joke in the movie. There's like, oh, watch what you're doing. He keeps missing shots and stuff like that. So they're including that comedy, okay? But you didn't really need it. It didn't do anything for the story. It didn't do anything for the movie. Then at the end, they're having like a shootout or whatever, and then they start making references about him being a drunk, and it was like he was better when he was a drunk. It's like, okay, all right. But when he was a drunk, he tried to kill you guys. Remember that? He's not a good drunk. No, he's not. So then, by chance, he takes out a flask. Oh, a flask, one of those little things like that. And got the little twisty bottle when you open it up. Got alcohol in it. So he starts drinking. He says, F it. And starts drinking. And now he's shooting perfectly. So the alcohol fixes his eyesight. I didn't write this movie. Clearly, there is an actor strike. I'm just saying. All you guys had to do was just blow some stuff up. Have all your expendable characters do some cool shit on the screen. Ridiculous violence, and go home. That's all you have to do. 3 things. 3 things. Okay? Did you cross all those dots? Did you get all those T's? Did you locate Andrew? Wait, what? No. Anyway, so what I'm saying is, listen. After that, again, spoiler alert, they have this guy that's helping them, that's telling them like what to do with their missions and stuff like that. You know, one of the guys that work for like one of the big, big three, FBI, CIA, whatever. So one of them government agencies. So this guy is working for them, and he walks up and he's telling them about their mission and stuff like that. The minute he walks in, it's Andy Garcia. The minute he walks on the screen, you look at him and you think, oh, bad guy. Clearly, he's the bad guy. That's the bad guy right there. That's the bad guy. I would have told somebody else, but I was the only person in the theater. Couldn't tell nobody else, so I just yelled it out. Bad guy. Anyway, so the movie goes along, and then you find out that he's the bad guy. There's a part in the movie where they put a gun up to his head, and he flinches, and all the rest of the Expendables are like, what the fuck is going on? So then they take him out, and because again, the Expendables get caught, but they're on a mission with him, who's supposed to be a good guy, okay? And they're trying to figure out who this one guy is. That's the one dude that everybody's so mysterious. Like, who's the one that did this? And then they find out that it was him. No, crap. The minute he walked on the screen, I knew it was him. You guys did not do a good job with this. You didn't. No. No, you didn't. No, you did not. So then you go out there and you find out he's the bad guy, which is clearly like, And the whole plot of the movie is that they were trying to get these warheads and these nukes, whatever. And they get the bomb, and they want to set the bomb off in Russian water so that they can start a war. But they're on a ship that has an American flag on it. Like, that's the only... Oh my God, this is so fucking stupid. So it's a flag on it. They're like, oh, we're going to put up an American flag. And they're going to say it's American flag. It's American ship on Russian waters. Oh my God. On Russian waters that has a nuke on it, just by chance. And then... or it blows up. So they're like, oh, this ship that had this, and it's gonna cause a war. It's gonna cause a war between. It's so stupid. It's so fucking stupid. The storyline is so stupid. So then Jason Statham gets on a boat with all these trained killers, right? And he's just taking them all out. Then they have the scene where he's on a motorcycle. He's riding a motorcycle on the ship. I can't make this up. So he's riding a motorcycle. It's so fucking ridiculous. Oh, God. Oh. So he's riding a motorcycle on the ship, and he's just taking all these people out, right? For revenge. But then you think to yourself, wait a minute, man. Who died? Oh, audience, I will tell you. Spoiler alert. I told you, I don't give a shit. I'm telling everybody, I don't want you to see this movie. It's a low. Actually, I'm feeling this movie. It's trash. Okay, so the main character, like the leader of the Expendables, he dies, right? He's in a plane while all the rest of them get off the plane. I'm thinking to myself, why did he stay on the plane? And it's like, okay. Maybe it's part of... no. Okay, I see where this is going. So, the one guy he's trying to catch, he wants, like, the main character, like the leader of the team, he wants to catch this bad guy, but he does not get off the plane to go and catch this bad guy. He stays on the expendable plane. All this stuff happens. All of a sudden, bang, he gets shot out of the air, right? But they don't show him get shot. They show the plane. Then they show the plane going to the other side, and it crashes. And then they go up there, and there's a burnt up corpse sitting there. And I'm like, clearly, that's not him. That's not him at all. So we get to the end of the movie. All the rest of the Expendables who did fuck all. They did nothing, okay, in the movie. They get to safety, right? Then, Jason Statham's character, Christmas, cuts the line and says, you guys get to safety. Don't let my sacrifice be in vain. And they're like, yeah. And they drive off. And he has to turn the ship around so the warhead doesn't blow up, the nuke doesn't blow up in Russian waters, okay? So then he's trapped on this ship, right? He's trapped. He turned the ship around. All the bad guys that are left are still on the ship, okay? They're coming up there. He's pinned down. They're taking him out. He's down to one last bullet. One last bullet. All of a sudden, a rocket, boom, hits the ship. I wonder who could it be? It's Sylvester Stallone. It's Sylvester Stallone. Clearly, it's Sylvester Stallone. Okay, so a helicopter's flying around. It's not hard to figure this out. It's Sylvester Stallone. It's Sylvester. It's Sylvester. So then he comes out. Andy's down there and talking all this crap. Come on down here. Let's go to fisticuffs. He's like, yeah, let's go to fisticuffs. Why are you going to fisticuffs, man? This whole thing was about revenge, right? You're on a ship with a bomb that's about to explode. Just leave the ship. Get over it. Shoot him real quick. Stab him. Be done with this. As he's walking down the steps, all of a sudden, a bomb hits Andy and kills him. Then he looks up, and who is it? It's Sylvester Stallone. It's Sylvester Stallone. It was Sylvester Stallone the whole time. He runs and he gets on a helicopter, and then they fly off. And then he tells him. Okay, you ready? He says to him, I told you, spoiler alert, okay? Stupid movie. He says to him, you faked your death. Why did you put us through this? Why did you do that? He said, because that guy, he killed my whole team. But in order to figure out who he was and what was going on, we had to open up some files that wouldn't be released until I died, since I was the last one on the team. So the whole movie is him faking his death so they can release these files to figure out who the main bad dude was. But while all this was going down, Sylvester Stallone pops up at the very last moment. His whole team could have been murdered and killed because they're the Expendables, right? But here's the kicker, though. There's a woman working with the CIA that's trying her best to get the CIA is trying her best, follow me, CIA, trying her best to work out a deal to get the Expendables back. What? They're called the Expendables. They're supposed to go on this mission because they're expendable. You can get rid of them. They can die. Oh, Lord. Why are you making a deal with a terrorist to get the Expendables back? Shouldn't the deal be for you to stop the nuke from getting the bomb back? They're called the Expendables. So Sylvester Stallone gives no shits about his team because he faked his death. Let them go into this situation. Get caught, by the way, because you couldn't foresee how this was going to go down. But thank God for Christmas, right? Because Merry Christmas, open up the gift, see what you got. You got Jason Statham going through whooping everybody's ass. This is not a movie review. It's not. This is me picking this movie apart because it was freaking ridiculous. It was ridiculous. You should have called the movie Merry fucking Christmas. That would have been a perfect name. Perfect name for the movie. This had other people in there. They didn't really even need to be in there. You paid these people the money to show up. They got a paycheck for nothing. He's Adam Sandler. He's the Adam Sandler of action movies. Sylvester Stallone is the Adam Sandler of action movies. Because you know how Adam Sandler, he got all his boys, he brings all his boys and his crew on his movies, but they always go on like vacation spots and stuff like that. And they just pretty much just hang out to make a movie, And the movies aren't really that good anymore because he doesn't, like his heart not really into those movies. So they just like, it's not even there no more. It's just like, oh, here's some stuff. Sylvester Stallone's, he's Adam Sandler of action movies. He got all his boys like, oh, you guys need a paycheck? Cool, I got you. Don't worry about it. Yep. Prove me wrong. In the comic section, prove me wrong. If you saw this movie, nay, you haven't. But if you saw this movie, nay, you haven't. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. I saw the movie, and I was afraid to even put this up because I was like, I don't want people to know I saw this shit. But I saw it. So you want to ask me how I felt about the movie? It's a failing grade. I just spoiled the movie for you. And it's crazy because Jason Statham did a great job in the movie, but the movie was not about just his singular character. Who knew? Tony Jaa was in it too, briefly. Ika, is that how you pronounce his name? You know, the guy from the other action. What is? Oh my God, how do I forget his name? How did I forget his name? I forgot his name. I forget his name. What's his name? That guy right there. What's his name? That guy right there. What's his name? What's his name? Is his name on there? Is his name on there? I don't. Anyway, I forgot his name. I suck. This movie sucked. We all suck. What can you do? If you can pick up what I'm putting down, Around the Town, Kharlie Brown. All right, you guys can take the elevator back up. Get on up out of here. No, up. Take the elevator back up. All right, see you guys later. I will talk to you guys later. All right, ta-ta. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. And guys, can you please do a solid for me? Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and comment down below so I can know what you guys liked and disliked about this video. Okay? Also, go check out Around the Town podcast. Now streaming over there on, what's that called? Spotify. That's right, Spotify. And don't forget to check out everywhere you see the word and the name Kharlie Brown. Ta-ta.